going on, everybody? It's your boy, the uncrowned Otaku. Latest chapter of Kengan Omega dropped 281, and this is it. We're at the conclusion of the tournament, and I believe this tournament was to decide who would fight the Connector in a 1v1 with the fate of the world. It's not really the world. It's to decide what happens with Oma and Ryuki. Will the Connector take both of them, absorb their souls or whatever, and split his body so that he can have the ultimate battle? Or will the Connector chill if they can beat him in a fight? Now, I could care less about that. That's way down the line. What we have now is a rematch of champions, rematch of gladiators, rematch of Apex Predators. We saw this in the Kengan Annihilation Tournament, which, if you watch on Netflix, was the Kengan Ashura. Kaolan, the primoest, best, world's greatest boxer, is rematching the fifth fang of Metsudo, Kanoh Agito. Now, we are back in the day. Kanoh, he risked breaking his hand. Well, he did break his hand in the first fight, but he got the dub. So now we're running it back. Now, here's the thing. I'm thinking plot-wise, storyline. It makes no sense to make Kaolan lose twice. Kaolan's known as one of the best fighters in the franchise, but because he lost to Kanoh, he's always been just like a smidgen away from being the greatest, being in the considerations for the greatest. Because when we think about the top tier fighters who will never lose, we think about Kanoh, we think about what's that, Kuroki, we think about Rolon, we think about Oma, even though Oma lost to Kuroki inside, but also Kanoh lost him too. But that's why he's like the greatest of the greatest. You can't imagine him ever losing. Kaolan, you can imagine him losing because he lost to Kanoh and he lost to Medell during the Purgatory Rules, which, if it was a street fight, he would have won, but Purgatory Rules, he lost. So it makes no sense storyline-wise to give Kaolan this rematch and make him lose. I think Kaolan has to win, but on the reverse side, I look at Kanoh and I'm like, bro, how does he lose? There's no way. Kanoh Agito is one of the few. He's only lost twice in the history of the franchise. And even still, even though he's already lost twice, I can't imagine him ever really losing. Because your man is mad nice everywhere. He's got great stand-up. He's got the formless thing going. He's got the underground stuff that he's learned. He's mad nice all around. It's hard to imagine him ever losing. Even when I look at it storyline-wise, I'm like, he has to lose. My mind goes, but how does a man that great lose? No glaze. It is what it is. Have you seen him? Have you been seeing him fight? When they rolled up on the Connector, it was Kuroki, Rolon, and Kanoh. And even then, the Yamashita, he was like, this is the dream team. This is the strongest force anybody could put together. Because those three guys, you can't imagine them losing. Even though Rolon lost to Oma, and now he's also lost to Kanoh. But even though he lost, like in a rematch, it could go either way. That's why I say you can't imagine them losing, because if they were to rematch, it's highly unlikely they would lose again. Because they just mad nice. They have an aura of like undefeatability around them. That's crazy. So yeah. Who do y'all think is going to win? Kaolan and this Kanoh, who do y'all think is going to win and be the champion of this tournament to go on to potentially fight the Connector? Again, storyline, when I write it down, it only makes sense that Kaolan has to win. But Kaolan is he's not a one-dimensional fighter, but he's a boxer and a Muay Thai fighter. So he throws hands. The grappling really ain't his weakness, but he's learned to work around that. And we saw that in his last fight where the Puma dude tried to drag him to the ground. We saw that he has ways to work around that. But Kanoh ain't that Puma dude. Kanoh is too nice to be caught lacking anywhere. He plans ahead. He has countermeasures for everything. He has raw power. He has that dragon shot that can take anybody out. Oh my God. Kanoh has to lose, but I just don't know how. How do they make Kanoh lose? And also the other big shock, and this is the thing I think that's going to fly under a lot of people's radar. The person who Kaolan is protecting, the leader of his nation, his name is Rama the 13th. He is the only person in this whole building to recognize that the head of the worm was chilling there. Mask on and everything. He just came to, patted his shoulder and was like, hey man, relax. Come watch the fight with us, bro. I know you're the head of the worm. Come chill with us. We got a non-aggression pact. So shout out to him. Shout out to Rama. He the only one that actually recognized that. He got eyes. That's what a ruler has to have. Eyes on everything. While people are locked in on a fight, Rama was like, who's here? Found him. Let's go get him. That's what a true ruler has to do. Keep your head on a swivel. You see them little hairs on your arms start to raise. You start to look left and right because you think somebody might be behind you. No, it's not paranoia. It's the Usos. Shout out to all my WWE fans who know where that reference came from. But yeah, my man keeps his head on a swivel. He's aware of his surroundings at all times. And I think you could explore a lot with Rama's, probably his back history, his story, to how he got to be the like head of a nation like that. How Kaolan became his like low-key security guard or retainer. I don't know what the right word is to use for him. Enforcer, I guess. He called him the Sword of the Nation. So how Kaolan came to be the Sword of the Nation. Which is crazy because Kaolan lost twice. But he is mad nice. He's just... If he wins this fight, he's up there with people that you can never really count out. If he beats Kanoh, he gains that aura of invincibility. Because currently he's just one step under. But yeah, this match is tough. And the connectors out there training Oma, we don't really care what's happening with the connector, right? We kind of just locked in on this tournament. I'm sure we'll get back to the connector because really, right, still, even through this tournament, nobody's touching the connector. He's too nice. But... yeah, that's the only time I would bet against everybody that I said. Kanoh goes up against the connector. Connector got that. Rollon, connector got that. Kuroki has a chance, but I'm still betting on the connector. Matter of fact, connector's so strong. If you put him in any other universe where it's just they fighting for real, you can put him in the Baki universe. Connector fit in the body almost anybody. Him and Baki's dad would have a good fight. I still got the connector winning. Put him in any realistic type, not even realistic, but like based in humanity type of fighting world. Connector fit in the body, everybody. This is the same man who stopped breathing to live longer. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody competing with him. But I really just wanted to do this video to ask y'all, one, are y'all still reading Kengan Omega? Two, how are you liking where the story has progressed to? And three, who wins this fight? It's killing me because logically it has to be Kaolan. But my heart can't bet against Kanoh. So with that, it's really the heart against the mind right now. I'm going to predict Kaolan wins because it just, again, writing, story-wise, it don't make sense to make him come this far to get revenge and then to lose. It just don't make sense. So I'm going to predict Kaolan will win this fight, but I'm curious what y'all think. Comment down below. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that social media jazz. Uncrowned Kingdom. I've been your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. That's the fire that keeps the kingdom burning safely, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace, bros. Peace, 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 peace.